Alright lads, it's the Meta Goblin here. Now, a few people have been asking, what the fuck is that interface? I mean, that interface looks awesome, I mean, what the fuck is it? So I thought I'd make a video showing you it, showing you very briefly how to configure it and all of its features and why you should get the interface itself. This isn't a video going through like what PvP add-ons you should have, what raiding add-ons you should have. It's really just showing you Supervillain UI, which is what the interface, that is the name of the interface I'm using. Huge credit to the author. I didn't create the add-on myself. It's not just an add-on, it's an overhaul interface. So you download this add-on and it gives you numerous features and completely revamps. Hang on, I'm just going to get rid of the trade chat. Just completely revamps your interface. Now I'm going to go through it very quickly, just showing you how fucking awesome this interface is. Now let's start from, I guess, the top. Actually, I'm gonna turn the mouse on a sec. Okay, so excuse me. Now hopefully the mouse will be working. You'll be able to see the cursor, right? So at the top here, this is basically your menu bar. Normally the menu bar is at the bottom, and this interface decides to put it at the top. Obviously, so you can have more space at the bottom for more important things. Now, you've got your character info here. You've got your achievements. That is basically the main bar of a dungeon journal. Game menu. And when you go into the game menu, this happens, which is really cool. That there is actually it's a pet in the game. It's actually a reference to a film company called Bad Robot. J.J. Abrams created the company, and it's kind of like people directing Star Wars right now, so there you go, interesting fact. Anyway, you've got everything. You got your dungeon journal, you got all that shit up there, like kind of like hidden out the way, and that's like the first dock up there. Up here you got your buffs. I've just kind of moved that out of the way because I want the map down here. I want it like in a place where I can see it better. I'm going to cross that off because it's kind of in the way. Down here you have basically what it does, it turns all the docks off. So when you're in combat, you just turn it off, and you just have a bit more of an interface. You have a bit more space. Down here you have basically this writing, but when you click the writing, it actually comes up with stuff. So there you have the calendar. Just click that. You don't have to fucking faff about on the map. It's just there on the dock. This is basically just your FPS, your MS, all that kind of stuff. Here you have your bag, and as you can see in the bag, basically it's its own thing. I don't have a bag add-on at all. I just have Supervillain UI, and it gives me this bag. What's great about this bag is, hang on, I'm going to show you a few features. Now, first thing that you can do with this bag is there's this thing called stack items. You click it, and it will stack items together. So as you can see, those rockets just stacked up to 20, and it basically just stacks items for you, which is really helpful. We also have the bag sorting button. Now this is a lot better to the default one, because the default one just puts everything at the bottom of the bag. What this will do is it actually put stuff together. So as you can see, all the gear pieces then just got put together, and all the reagents, all the engineering gadget stuff, they're all together, and that's what that kind of does. You've also got search key. So say I want to find a wormhole from Pandaria. Wormhole Pandaria. It's actually, it's probably got a different name. Wormhole generator Pandaria, but there you go. I mean, it's there, and you just cross that off. What else? Yeah, you got a button here to sell your greys, but when you go to a vendor to sell something, it just does it automatically for you anyway, which is really helpful. We got a button there which turns it onto the bag. You've got your currency stuff down here. For some reason, it's showing just this point still. I don't know. I probably need to get an update, because they don't exist anymore. There's a little dock here is really helpful, because instead of doing, going to your spellbook, going to professions, and then clicking this, you literally just have to do this. Engineering. You click that, and it brings up your profession page, which is extremely helpful, and it just saves a massive amount of time. As you can see, the map here it's not like the default map. It's actually it's kind of like this map, the big map, but in smaller version, and I mean, look at it. It looks fucking amazing. You got your calendar there. You got your position, your coordinates, and it has this little text. It's basically the interface is very heavily influenced by like the comic book style, and so you've got like meanwhile at finishes garrison. I think that's I don't know, that little touch is really, really impressive. Now, what we've also got, obviously, are the unit frames. The unit frames are very configurable. In fact, the entire add-on is extremely configurable. You know, to go into the interface, you just type /sv. Actually, I want to show you quickly just how configurable the add-on is. If you type /v move, you can literally just move anything on your fucking screen. I mean, you won't need the add-on to move anything at all, because it just works so well. You can also put a grid up just to help you move and shit around, which is extremely helpful. So, you know, you can move the bars. You don't need Bartender at all. When you've got this add-on, you don't need anything. All you just need is this add-on. So when in the interface, you can change whether. Oh no, I've done the wrong thing. Shit, hang on. Lock, right. In the interface, shit, I've just crossed it off. Right, there you go. You have like for instance, the player thing. Where is it? You have you can choose. Look, just keep your eye on the portrait here. You can choose whether it's 2D or 3D, and you can also have an overlay, which I think is really impressive. I don't have it at the moment because the health bar kind of annoys me, but I do have it on my Priest, and I'm kind of getting used to it. And you know, obviously, I mean, look at that. That looks fucking awesome. Like you can see your entire model within the actual interface. I think that's really impressive. What you've also got is when you press Control, you know, to look at it. Oh my god, it looks horrible. Can we just have a look? Right, hang on, reset. Right, so in this is like a better version. As you can see, look at the background. I mean, it's just awesome. It's like the comic book kind of style background. You can also have like, you can turn your tab art off. You can go nude. You know, it's very, very configurable. I don't know if this is in the default settings, because I haven't had a default interface for a while. What I also like about it is you can turn your head and cloak on just in the character menu. You don't need to go into the interface to do that. I think that's really impressive as well. Let me see, what else is there? Here you have the target cast bar. Again, you can move that wherever the hell you want, and it shows whether you can. There's basically a little line over it where it says you cannot interrupt it, because you know whoever is casting has an effect that prevents you from interrupting their spell. So it kind of shows you when you can or cannot interrupt, which is obviously very useful. You've also got your Hearthstone here. You don't need to like put it on your bar, don't need to open your bag. You just click that, and there you go. You're hearthing. You also have this feature called the Henchman, which is extremely cool. Basically, just click this here, and what you have is these features which basically, you know, things happen automatically in the game. For instance, like you can auto accept quests if you want. You can set it to automatically set rewards. Basically automatically rolls greed on a few things. Watch factions, what's that? Will ultimately change your track reputation to the last faction you were awarded for. I don't really like that. So basically a lot of things that, you know, you can do automatically, and here you just have like more options and stuff. I don't know what that is actually. Oh yeah, it's just changing your auras. It's also choosing like you have different styles. Like when you load the add-on for the first time, it actually comes up with a theme tune and everything, and it's basically like an installation kind of wizard guide, which is really cool. It also comes with a few random features. For instance, if you want to pull a mob, you type /Jenkins, and there's a little countdown for you. Pulling 3, 2, 1. Pretty decent. Also comes with a few random things like this, and weird. I don't know if you can hear that over it. Why did I don't even know why I turned the music on. Turn the music off. Fucking hell. Fucking weird shit like that. I don't even know. Hang on, what was the other one again? Combat. Yeah. Anyway, it comes with really like weird shit like that as well. The virtual tooltip, when you hover over a player, it actually gives you quite a lot of information. Like for instance, as you can see, it gives me my name, my guild, the rank in the guild, my race, my class, my spec, and my item level, just like that in the thumbnail. So if I hover over any player, well, I'm just gonna, you know, if I'm hovering over an NPC, but you know, it just gives you like a lot of information. It also gives you the health, which is really cool. It obviously comes with its own, what would you call them? Do you call them unit frames? Player frames? Yeah, player frames. As you can see with Tiger Dummy, I do not have tidy plates installed, because Supervillain basically comes with tidy plates. You also got the, a can of plate buffs kind of thing, you know, you can see buffs, debuffs even, like a buffer target, or say if I stunned, I can see that. Very small version. You know, you've also got your buffs going across the player here. You can change them whether it's below or above. And as I said, the add-on is very, very, very configurable. You can change what target buffs are. You can change literally quite anything within the options menu, which is just type/SV. Loads and loads and loads of options. You can change the colours of everything. And you know, it's a massively vast add-on, and you can even turn off certain features of the add-on. Like for instance, I don't like the raid frames. The raid frames are alright, but the default ones are just so much better. So, and I don't like it comes with its own arena frames, which is also kind of useful, but I kind of like the default ones anyway. Raid, here you go. So you can like choose whether you want the normal raid frames on or the ones that it comes with the add-on, and I just, you know, basically, you know, even player, like you can just turn that off and reload the UI and the default one would come back up. So, you know, you can turn features off the add-on on, you can configure it as much as possible. The only problem I'm having with it at the moment, maybe there's an update to fix it. For some reason, mages, hunters and death knights both have the same colour on the player frames. They all appear as red. It's kind of irritating, but maybe that's been fixed in an update, I don't know. Because I've just checked on the website and there is actually an update for Warlords of Draenor, which I don't think I've actually installed yet. So I'll definitely see if that fixes it. It probably does fix it, hopefully it does. Actually, last thing, see, there's so many things I just like keep remembering. If you type /BKB, comes up with keybinds, exactly like Bartender, and you hover over your keys. If I wasn't in combat, this wouldn't be bugging out. But you know, you just hover over your keys and you know, you keybind them. Like for instance, I'm gonna press escape there, unkeybind it, put it back as 5. Simple as that. Piece of piss, really. So yeah, I don't think there's probably more I could talk about this add-on because it's so incredibly vast. But this video is probably getting a bit too long, and I think there are a few things which help you out with your garrison as well, probably with the next update especially. Actually, I'll just show you the very quickly. I'll show you the follower page. I'm pretty sure it's different to the default one. I'm probably going to be proved wrong, but you know, we'll check it out anyway. Let's have a look. Well, yeah, no, obviously it's got that like unique interface thing going on. You know, the whole comic strip thing. Let's get through this. Bloody hell. What's that? God, it takes way too long to level your followers. Oh, you fucking useless prunes. Yeah. Gold, maybe? Oh my god, that's useless. Holy shit, how many have I done? Hang on. It's not incredibly different. I mean, you've just got the, you know, the look. The look of the add-on surrounding the interface, which is kind of cool. I don't know if this is any different. Maybe it is, I don't know. Obviously, you know, the background's looking awesome, and I think pretty sure you can actually change that. So yeah, that's literally, it's probably not everything that I can talk about this add-on, like I said, but that is literally the end of the video. My name is Metagoblin, and until my next video, ciao!
My friend, I can't seem to stand